Hi, I'm Paco, and you're watching Bad Witch Books. Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome to my channel. Today we're going over my TBR for September. How is it already September? I say that every month, but really, how the hell is it already September? August went like that. We are at the fall. The fall season has begun, and I don't know what to do with my life. Nothing's new. But yeah, today we're going over my fall TBR. So if you did not know, I am participating into Readathons. I am a co-host of a faction leader of Nell Diamond's Mystic Readathon. The stuff right here. I am a co-host for Team Witches, because of course I am. Here's that board. And then I'm also participating in the Magical Readathon. I do that every year. And I will be doing the Necromancy Path. That's what I've been doing. And it was really fun and brain-hurting to combine these prompts. I tried to do my best to, when picking the books, that I combined the prompts. I legit have pages of notes, which I'll be looking at here when I bring the books up. But yeah, let's get to it. So, we're going to get into the Readathons real quick. The Mystical Readathon, which is the main important one, is a Vampire Diaries themed readathon that Nell Diamond has created, and we are very happy and I am very thankful that she asked me to be a co-host, and I will be representing Team Witches. So Team Witches for the win. Yes, me Green Heart. And here's my other co-hosts on here. But these are all the prompts. The way this one works is every book counts, your page goal counts, but there are prompts where if you do these prompts with your page goal, you get extra points. And there are 3 different types of prompts. We have community prompts, which everybody gets. We have faction prompts, which are team-specific prompts. And then there are supposed to be round prompts. Those are like added in for extra seasoning. So let's get to it, shall we? And then, of course, the Magical Readathon also, I cut myself off. You have a class thing. I'm doing necromancy, so we'll put that photo right here. And then for each letter you do is a class you have to take. And then if you have, let's say that you have a D in something, you have to do O first, and then Q, and then the D. So, but let's get to it. So the first book we have, or the first prompt was for the Magical Readathon, is an O in Animal Studies, and that's the book with a phoenix on the cover. And so for that, I picked The Phoenix King by Andrew Praria Verma. I'm not going to read the descriptions of these books because we have a lot of books to get through and we have to talk about the points and stuff. So this book has a phoenix on the cover. I am going to be buddy reading this with Helen because we have a tradition where we buddy read books with firebirds or phoenixes on it, and this has been on our radar forever. And legit, when we saw this prompt, we were like, yes, this is the first book in the Revents trilogy. From what I know, this is a book about, it's like a Middle Eastern or Indian inspired. I think it's a desert fantasy, but I do think it's Indian inspired, actually. Fantasy, and our main character is a princess who does not have the fire magic that the royal family is supposed to have. And I think there's an assassin, and there's romance, I believe, but political intrigue. Very intrigued in this. Love phoenixes. Phoenix on the cover. So for the Mystic Readathon, this will be a total of 70 points because it is a book with magic users or witches, and it is a BIPOC author. So we will be counting that. So, next book we have is O's and Spell Incantations, and that is a 5-star prediction. And for me, I am choosing One Dark Window by Rachel Gellig. This is a book about a girl who in this kingdom, there was this like plague or something that happened, and everybody who got this plague, who got the sickness, gained magic, and the kingdom makes magic outlawed because of how dangerous the people with the magic have become. And our main character hides the fact that she has magic. So that is all I really know about it. I am very intrigued in reading this. For the Mystic Readathon, this fits a book with a green cover, so this will fit for 50 points. Very excited to get to this one. So, the next book we have is going to be, actually, before we get to the next book, we have a short intermission. Hey guys, today we're pulling the name for the Witchy Pick for September. So let's see what we got. Ooh, the very secret society of irregular witches is going to be the September pick. I will back to TBR Paco. Now you see the reason why I did that intermission was because the next book we are going to be talking about is a Q in Spells and Incantations. And for that, we had to choose a book that was featured in one of the book roasts videos. And when scouring the videos I was originally looking for One Dark Window, couldn't find it, so I decided I do think One Dark Window is going to be a 5-star. But let's be on the point. When I was scouring for that, I did find the next book, which, if you saw me pull, you do know it is the very Secret Society of the Regular Witches. I know this is like a cozy fantasy, and it's about a witch who is she's like kind of keeping her life in the secret. She's very trying to stay under the radar, but she goes to a school to teach these like witch children stuff. That's all I really know about it. But BIPOC author, has witches in it, 70 points at least. There might be more, but that's all I know from the bio. Next book is O in Conjuration, and that is a book with bat on the cover. And this took me a long time to figure out until Princess said one word, Batman, and I was like, and so for that I will be reading Birds of Prey Volume 1. The Birds of Prey, if you don't know, is a team, usually a female team of DC heroes that usually are focused in Gotham. One of the main members of this team is Batgirl. For this, we have Cassandra Cain Batgirl, which I'll also show a picture right here, if you look at Cassandra Cain. And the cover has her on it, and you see her costume has a bat, so I'm playing by my own rules. And this book starts with a B, so it's 50 points. The next book we will be reading is Q in Conjuration. So a book with that won an award, and for this we will be doing Kaiki. Here's the cover. This I know is a mythology retelling of a Indian myth, I believe, Indian-inspired fantasy, and this is a book by a BIPOC author, and it is a faction leader favorite, so it is going to be both worth 40 points. After that, I will be reading a book. My prompt is a D&O in Conjuration, and so it is a book with a map, and for that, I'll be reading Infinity Alchemist by Kaysen Gallagher. And from what I know, this book is about a kid who wants to become a magic user and either doesn't have the skills or doesn't have the prestige to go to this school until he has to team up with this person, or they have to team up with this person to get to it, and they learn a bunch of other shit. But here is the map it has in it. I know this is dark academia, magic, and queer. That's all I know, so that's all I really needed to know. And so it's got a map. And then for the Mystic Readathon, which is the important one, this book has witches or alchemists. Legit, alchemists is in the title. BIPOC author, Black MC, LGBTQ MC, so it is 110 points. Next pick is O in Restoration, which is a night sky on the cover. And for that, we are doing Blood at the Root by Larian Williams. I'm probably butchering that name. Love this cover. But it does have the night sky, you can tell that. This is about a kid who his parents, or his mom at least, has died, and then he discovers magic through that legacy, and he goes to a school for magic, and we love that. This is also Princess's book club for the month, so we are also loving that. And for the thing, this has magic on it. I mean, like witches, magicians. It starts with that. It has a BIPOC author, Black MC, so it is about 90 points. That's what we love to hear. So the next prompt is an O in Demonology, and that is a person who doesn't read. And so I asked my mom to help, and I believe I have a clip of her. If I don't, then I'll be cutting to nothing. Here's Mama picking a book.
I don't know if I can produce at that volume.
Steve, relax. You just concentrate on being the creative force God made you and leave the rest to me. To our new business.
To our new...
These are a lot stronger than what I was.
Okay. The book she chose was The Darkening by Suzanne Marr. Honestly, I don't know what this book is about. I got to send a fairy loot box, and I haven't even looked at it. So I'm glad that Mama picked it, because I probably wasn't going to read this for a long time. So, I do know this is a book by a BIPOC author, and it's got magic users. So, for that, this book is 70 points. The next book on here that is it for the magical readathon prompts. That's all of those prompts. So now we're going to other books I'm going to be reading this month that are just for the Mystic Readathon. So the next book on here is Blood Justice. And I don't know where my cover for Blood Justice is, because I started this and then I knew that this book was going to be really helpful for the prompts, so I put it down. And a bitch needs to find his book jacket, and maybe I'll lose points for that because I'm mad at myself. But Blood Justice, which I will also put the cover right here, this is the sequel to Blood. What is the first book called, Paco? I'm also losing points for that in my mind. Blood Debts, which this is a New Orleans young adult fantasy with magic users. It's got a bunch of like intrigue and stuff. Like the author describes it as like if Game of Thrones was in New Orleans and focused around black queer teens, and so that's what we got. And so for points for this, because this is the big whammy. So Blood Justice has witches, is BIPOC author, Black MC, LGBTQ MC, and the creator's favorite, because the creator favorite sequels count. So Blood Debts is one of Nell's favorites. You're welcome, Nell. And Blood Justice is counting for that. And so for that, this is the 130 points. This is, like I said, the big whammy. And then next is my book club pick, The Witch and the Vampire, by Francesca Flores. This is a Rapunzel retelling, but with a witch and a vampire, hence the title. Also sapphic, so we love that. So this is a BIPOC author, LGBTQ main character, and witches, so this is 90 points. And then the last book is a book I do not have, and that is for the debut-a-thon, and that is Mistress of Lies. This book has BIPOC author, LGBTQ rep. This will be 40 points. Now, I don't know what the other prompts are going to be that will be added in, so hopefully these books can be added to those prompts. But that is what I am reading this month. I went through this as quickly as I could because I know I had a lot. First, if you're in the comments and your team witches, let's win this team. Let's win this. We got this. Where my witches at? If you're also participating in the Mystic Readathon, give a shout out. If you're doing a TBR for Mystic Readathon, let me know, because I'm excited to see them. And I will link everything that needs to be linked down below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I post videos every Friday. And that's it. Bye.